Now I'm delighted to be here in this wonderful town of Askeaton in County Limerick in the Garden of Remembrance, and it's so important for all of us in the 32 counties to actually remember our people, men and women, who sacrificed so much of their personal lives to the point of execution for the freedom that we enjoy today. I'm delighted to be joined by my very good friend Billy Maguire and Con Cremen, and great to meet you, Con, as well for the first time today. Billy, now we'll start the actual memorial.
Well, I'd like to welcome all our people worldwide here to Askeaton in the Garden of Remembrance. And
Yes,
it's a beautiful garden.
It is.
Look, you see the river, you'll show all that later. And I'm lighting a candle for all the Irish volunteers and Citizens Army.
Yes.
And all the Irish and Fenian Republican Brotherhood.
Lovely.
Who gave their lives. So I lay it here.
God bless them all, and we remember them with great pride and affection.
That'd be better up there.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Now, Billy, yes, you're going to present them. And also a wreath.
Who's going to lay the wreath?
Con will lay the wreath. That's lovely.
We'll lay the wreath down. Yeah.
That's fine, Con.
And step back. Yeah. We stand up. Yeah.
That's very nice. Well done. And you have the Easter lilies there as well.
The Easter lilies. The significance of the Easter lily is
yes,
green, right? The white and orange.
Orange.
And that's the tricolour flag.
And yes.
See it here? Yes. And that's it. It's the lily of the Nile.
So Billy, you're planting them alongside the wreath as well, which is lovely. And Con, you are now going to read the proclamation. Yes. Yeah. If you.
I hold the tricolour flag in the reading.
Okay, we'll just wait 1 minute so until Billy. Yeah. Okay, we're ready. Fire ahead.
The proclamation of Public Nahéireann, the provisional government of the Irish Republic to the people of Ireland. Irish men and Irish women, in the name of God and of the dead generations from which she receives her old tradition of nationhood, Ireland, through us, summons her children to her flag and strikes for her freedom. Having organised and trained her manhood through her secret revolutionary organisation, the Irish Republican Brotherhood, and through her open military organisations, the Irish Volunteers and the Irish Citizen Army. Having patiently perfected her discipline, having resolutely waited for the right moment to reveal itself, she now seizes that moment, and supported by her exiled children in America and by gallant allies in Europe, but relying in the first on her own strength, she strikes in full confidence of victory. We declare the right of the people of Ireland to the ownership of Ireland and to the unfettered control of Irish destinies to be sovereign and indefeasible. The long usurpation of that right by a foreign people and government has not extinguished the right, nor can it ever be extinguished except by the destruction of the Irish people. In every generation, the Irish people have accepted their right to national freedom and sovereignty. 6 times during the past 300 years, they have accepted it in arms, standing in that fundamental right, and again accepting it in arms in the face of the world. We hereby proclaim the Irish Republic as a sovereign independent state and pledge our lives to the lives of our comrades in arms, to the cause of its freedom, of its welfare and of its exaltation among the nations. The Irish Republic is entitled and hereby claims the allegiance of every Irishman and Irish woman. The Republic guarantees religious and civil liberty, equal rights and equal opportunities to all its citizens, and declares its resolve to pursue the happiness and prosperity of the whole nation and of all its parts, cherishing all the children of the nation equally and oblivious of the difference carefully fostered by an alien government which have divided a minority from the majority in the past. Until our arms brought the opportune moment for the establishment of a permanent national government, representative of the whole people of Ireland and elected by the suffrages of all her men and women, the provisional government hereby constituted will administer the civil and military affairs of the Republic in trust for the people. We place the cause of the Irish Republic under the protection of the Most High God, whose blessing we invoke upon our arms, and we pray that no one who serves that cause will dishonour it by cowardice, inhumanity or rapine. In the supreme hour, then the Irish nation must, by its valour and discipline, and by the readiness of its children to sacrifice themselves for the common good, prove itself worthy of the august destiny to which it is called. Signed on behalf of the Provisional Government, Thomas J. Clark, Sean McDermott, Thomas McDonough, Patrick Pearse, Eamon Kent, James Connolly, Joseph Plunkett.
Con, thank you so much indeed.
Well done, Con.
Well done, Con. You spoke from the heart. And imagine that actually, Billy, was read from the GPO by that great man, Patrick Pearse. Now,
I had to hold.
you know, no, that's great respect. But can I just ask you, was it? It just shows you the limited knowledge I have, or maybe all people have. But was it only Patrick Pearse that read that from the steps of the GPO, or was he surrounded by his comrades as well?
I don't know, but I'd say there was a few comrades surely around.
Yes, yes.
Come over here now, John.
I think before the first shot was fired or something.
Yes.
Yeah, they were inside and came out something.
And he came out.
Yeah,
yes.
He did. They could have been there or two around him, alright.
I see.
There was a big crowd behind him, like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. It was a brave thing to come
A
out there.
very, very brave thing. No?
That's the shamrock.
Yes.
So we place the shamrock with the Easter lily.
Please.
And it's significance of the shamrock. I showed you the Easter lily,
Correct.
and I said there's green, white, and orange.
Well, what I want to do is now I just want to take a visual
Gold.
of
The
you
flower-
doing that.
The flower of that is the gold that
Yes.
will be flowering next month.
Right. Okay.
But you see the Trinity,
I do.
and that's what it is.
Lovely.
Now you see it with the lilies.
Yes. That's very
Green,
nice.
white, and orange.
So we have the wreath, the Easter lily, the candle of a memorial candle, and also now the shamrock
And there you
placed
are,
there.
Irish and English.
Yes.
And look, you can see the Irish had been in the Irish Republican Brotherhood.
Correct.
It's on that, so they can't deny it, you know. People trying to, the Free State don't want that.
Well,
They would like to take it off if they could.
can't.
Now you
And they
come
never
over
will.
Here then,
No.
and you have to look at that. They said the provincial government, right?
Yes.
But this is the sovereign government of the 1918 32 county election.
Correct.
Have you that?
I'm getting it here now. Yeah.
And everybody has a passport here.
Yeah, with that passport.
Are you doing that?
No, hold on now. And yes. And everyone has a passport. Yes.
But it's no longer an Irish passport.
It's EU, is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what the big mistake. But can't speak with that.
No. Whatever,
big-
Con.
big
Yes.
mistake.
Are you recording?
Yes. Yeah. No. Go on, Con.
No,
big-
but this is the.
The big mistake about the New Ireland was when we went into the European Union.
Yes.
We never came. We never joined the European Union.
Maybe we didn't, no, but
Because
our,
Dáil Éireann has
but-
decided. Dáil Éireann never sat in Leinster House.
no, you're right there. But I'm talking about the crowd that's supposed to be running our government. But
They're not.
look,
We're
look,
not-
I can see the big lie here. Look. Can you see it now?
No. Just bring it up a little higher there. Yep. Perfect.
That's-
Now.
was there's it's supposed to be seen. Your ghost is supposed to be seen, and
Your what?
as it, if it was, I've seen a man put it up to the, and you see a shadow.
A shadow. Right.
But Dáil Éireann never sat in it. Dáil Éireann sat in the Mansion House
Yes.
on the 21st of January 1919.
Exactly.
And we're talking about, look, there's the sovereign Dáil Éireann. It
Yes.
has the sovereign seal in Éire. It's the same as the sovereign
It's the
seal
same.
in Éire, right? And look at there, the 21st of January
1919.
right?
Yes.
And the point of the whole issue is, it said, you read out a provisional government. We had to have a sovereign. That's why we bought Vaughan's Hotel for 29 Parnell Square, and donated a substantial amount of money for that election. And that's where it comes from. And you saw the GA, which we'll show you in a minute, 1910, and you saw the medal with Éire,
Yes.
and the GA took off that. Who
But
gave them permission?
but they had no permission to do that, Con, either.
And Dáil Éireann never sat in Leinster House.
Yes.
Leinster House was bought for the partition of Ireland
Yes.
and the Free State.
Yeah.
And they cannot give you the facts of the truth. Isn't that propaganda, lies, deception?
Of course it is. But I want to ask Con this as well, because Billy has said this, and a lot of people are now talking about this. Why has the result of the 32 county election called by the British government
On the 14th
on
of
the
December
14th
1918,
in 1918,
and on the 28th of December 1918, IRB Sinn Féin won 73
That's
seats
correct,
out
yes.
of the 105.
But what
the,
it might-
the Unionists got 20. The Democratic Unionist Party got 25 seats.
yes,
And the Nationalists got 6 seats, and there was one independent.
independent, yeah.
That's the mandate we were given to found the state, the IRB. And on the 21st of January 1919, in the Mansion House,
Yes,
that's where it was all done. That's where your passport comes from.
correct.
That's where all licenses come from there. We're not. And then on the 6th of December,
The old green passport was our passport. That's not our
that was
passport.
it. No, but that,
I remember, yes, the old green passport.
I still have
Correct.
one of them at home, I hope. But
Yeah, I
that
have
was
one
our
as well.
passport. They had no right to go
No.
into the EC.
you have to have sovereignty.
Yes.
This is our sovereignty. You own the land of Ireland, and we'll be doing it here in a second. And that's what's important.
But Con, the question is though, why was it?
The sovereignty.
Hold on, Billy.
Yeah.
But why?
you do that?
Yeah, hold on a sec. But why was it airbrushed out of history? The result, as Billy has said, is there in black and white.
It was a farm.
We-
The great James
it wasn't-
Billy, can I just
Yeah.
say? Can I quote the great?
The
Hold on.
treaty was
Hold on.
brought in.
Can I quote the great James Connolly?
Yes, please. Yeah.
He was the man was a hero. He was he was a great man. He said around 1912, ruling by fooling is a great British art, with Irish judges playing their part. Unquote. I can upgrade it today now.
Okay, please.
This is Con Criminal's version of James Connolly's that quote, and he starts like this: ruling by fooling is a great EU, UN, WHO, World Bank, and British art, with still more Irish stooges playing their part.
That's true.
God.
That's what our leaders are at the moment. They're stooges of the
they're getting
UN,
well paid for it,
the
Con.
crooked UN. My namesake, Con Crimin, was a noble man in '61 when he gave that speech.
Yes.
The United Nations stood for something that time. The United Nations has been infiltrated. The WHO has been infiltrated. The NATO has been infiltrated
Yes.
by Freemasonic act who want to destroy the world, who want to infiltrate everything that's good about Christianity, and that's what is happening today.
But it's happening already.
It's happening
right
nearly-
under our eyes.
All right,
Yes.
it's nearly done. It's nearly completed.
Yes.
And like we're saying there, we're in terrible times.
We
We're
are.
about 1 second to midnight. They're infiltrating our. I feel sorry for our leaders in one way, because if they die suddenly, there's only one place they're going: into the fire, and they'll be there for eternity. Is a long time.
Yes.
Eternity is a long
No,
time.
but what it is,
So I'll leave Billy.
No,
speak for
well
a second.
said, Con, because you spoke from the heart and
I
his
did.
passion. And this is what people like about Billy Maguire, John Robinson, the new man in the IRB, John Flanagan. Because we need honesty, we need transparency, we need people, men and women, to speak from the heart.
Yeah.
And you are right. I do feel sorry for our governments, past and present, because they're part of the system and they can't see what has been done
But they
and
should stand
is
up.
being done.
They should stand up and look. There was a
much money
farmer
involved.
Taoiseach above in Mayo. I won't mention any names.
No, sorry.
He put his arm around a local TD and he says, now is the time, this is a very important vote, the boss, Ryan Murder and Dunbar said.
Yes.
He said, stand with me and you have a big career in Fine Gael, but you don't, you're out, you're gone.
Yeah.
You're further. He put the gun to his head and the young, he relented, he stayed with him. So see, you know, and he threw us in the crate out of the party
Yes.
for the same thing.
Yeah.
Mullet, and he told her, get out, get your, I mean, he's not an Irishman, he's not. The Irishman stands up for every, he said there in the proclamation, for every
Yes.
Irishman. A child is a human being at conception.
Of course.
At conception. And when you bring in a law like that, you're no longer an Irishman.
No.
I've no respect for him.
As Billy has said, we're slaves to a system.
Yeah.
The government and
But it's a
politicians are
corporation.
slaves as well.
But see, the Maastricht Treaty was the first. There's a great man, and he's buried below in Kilkenny, and doesn't want to be a nothing to him. Gareth Fitzgerald was a Europhile. It was all about the EU. He wanted none. He didn't want the Irish people to have any say in
He
Ireland.
was right, because we've no say.
Yeah, we have no say. But he went to the McCarthy went to the High Court, put his house, and lost it. He went to the Supreme Court. Raymond Crotty said, "How dare you, Gareth Fitzgerald, to bring us into the EU?" And they said, we people have to vote it. He went to the Supreme Court. He'd have lost his house and everything, but for the Supreme, he won it. So that's why we had the treaties.
That's correct.
But
Yes.
of course, the media then was in collusion with our leaders.
That's exactly it. I remember it.
Yeah.
I remember actually one of the treaties was actually rejected by the Irish people.
Two of them.
And Bertie Ahern said cannot happen, or one of the Taoiseach said, and they went back to the people for a second
They
vote.
did.
And the people voted yes, because they were sick and tired of this gibberish
Yeah.
on RT and the rest of them.
I put up posts at that time, and the second, I never thought they'd do the same thing twice. My late mother used to say, fool once, shame on them, fool twice, shame on you.
Yes.
So when the 2008 Lisbon Treaty was defeated, I said, that's it now, they'll never go back, but I made a mistake. And when they're a cutting of a paper, I should have cut it out. Of Farmer Tarnish, Eamon Gilmore,
Yes.
said, the Lisbon Treaty is dead, it's time to move on. I should write to cut that. It should have been the best poster for the 2009 one,
Yes.
because that would
Correct.
really showed them up.
Yes.
There was collusion there. You know what I mean? That was
But that's what. But Irish media are rotten with
We
it.
should finish
Yeah,
with
we'll
that.
finish with it. But
And then you can-
I really enjoyed that.